is less than human. At a rally in Florida, when he asked the crowd, "How do we stop these people?" meaning immigrants, someone yelled back, "Shoot them." And he smiled. In North Carolina, he basked in the chants of "Send her back."
Murders, 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 killings, murders. We will.
Well, I think my rhetoric is it brings people together. I think illegal immigration is a terrible thing for this country. I think you have to come in legally. Ideally, you have to come in through merit.
Shooter in El Paso declaring, quote, "This attack is a response to the Hispanic invasion of Texas."
As many Hispanics as possible. They said that he would strike down unsuspecting shoppers as he walked in. The store packed with thousands of patrons, many there looking for back-to-school supplies. People hiding, fleeing for their lives. Some crawling on the ground, seeking cover under benches. Gunfire relentless. Recording video on their cell phones.
Busting guns in Walmart right now. AK, somebody's got shot.
Within minutes, SWAT teams respond to the reports of an active shooter.
We need tactical units to go ahead and start responding to the help support at the Walmart.
The entire area placed on lockdown as authorities work to track down the shooter. And in the midst of the chaos, paramedics and everyday citizens stepping in, wheeling the injured out in shopping carts. U.S. Army Private Glendon Oakley was at a nearby store and ran toward the sound of the gunfire, picking up lost children in the parking lot and carrying them to safety.
I don't want to talk about what went on there because I just want to forget about it all. I just want to focus on the people that has lost their loved ones. I don't want to focus on what happened.
They're refusing to take even basic action to try to ensure that these weapons are not available to people on an everyday basis as they are today. They listen to the NRA and they listen to no one else. That's not where we're at in Texas. Most citizens in Texas don't agree with the gun laws in this.
These words not only stunned America, but they stunned the world.
They're sending people that have lots of problems, and they're bringing those problems with us. They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists.
If Donald Trump is reelected, I believe he will forever and fundamentally alter the character of this nation. If we give Donald Trump 4 more years, this will not be the country envisioned by Washington and Adams and Jefferson. If we give Donald Trump 4 more years, this will not be the nation bound together by Lincoln. And I say it here today, we are in a battle for the soul of this nation.
Run, Mika, run! Scenes of chaos. Eerily similar.
Go, come on!
But more than 1,500 miles apart.
They're sending people that have lots of problems, and they're bringing those problems with us. They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists.
The bill was no isolated incident. When Trump announced he was running for president, he called Mexicans rapists. Days before the midterm, he fomented fears of a caravan heading to the United States, creating hysteria when he said, look what's marching up. This is an invasion. He asserted that immigrants would, quote, carve you up with a knife.
2 deadly mass shootings, leaving 31 dead and 53 injured. Once again, Americans are coming to grips with this tragic reality. Everyday people going about their lives killed in cold blood. This time in El Paso at a shopping center. and in Dayton, in front of a popular bar.
All right, and of course, he was talking about Haiti. According to the New York Times, he complained that the 15,000 Haitian immigrants who received visas in 2017 all have AIDS. In that very same meeting, the Times reports, he said that once the 40,000 Nigerian immigrants given visas arrived in the U.S., they would never go back to their huts. The White House denies this report. During the presidential election, Donald Trump referred to a Gold Star mother, saying, "Look at his wife. She was standing there, just standing there. She had nothing to say. Maybe she wasn't allowed to have anything to say," implying that she was being silenced because of the family's Muslim faith. Candidate Trump also went after a U.S. district judge who presided over fraud allegations against Trump University, citing the judge's Mexican heritage.
Somebody listening to a woman who came up and said hello to me, and she said, "Why is he coming here when he hates us?" She's reflecting the fact that he described Mexican immigrants. This is a town of Mexican immigrants as rapists and criminals. Repeatedly has warned of an invasion, trying to make us afraid of those who do not look like the majority of this country. He's described human beings as an infestation, which you or I might describe cockroaches or termites, but not human beings.
Are part of the American character. At our best, the American ideal wins out. But it's never a rout. It's always a fight. And it's a battle that is never fully finished. Go back to the beginning. Thomas Jefferson wrote what many believe to be the most important document, civil document in human history. He was a slaveholder. We've never lived up to our American ideals. Jefferson himself didn't. But what he wrote